What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Graveyard Keeper 1.0, which is coming out on Steam the day this video goes live. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and continue to take a look at the magical world of indie games. Honestly, one of my favorite things in the whole world. We played this game probably about 4 or 5 months ago. I streamed it a lot. I played it a lot. Turned out to be a really fun game that was kind of barking up the same tree as Stardew Valley and my time at Porsche, only this one a little bit darker and a little bit more grim. It's sort of like Sweeney Todd meets Stardew Valley is the best way I know how to describe it. And so let's go ahead and start the game off. Those are my old saves right there. We aren't going to need those because this is the new version of the game with all the content. I'm going to be streaming this game on the day that it goes live, so be sure to stop by Splattercat Gaming on Twitch TV. I'd love to have you. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's an ordinary day and our hero is hurrying home, where someone very important is waiting for him. Even in everyday routine, there's a place for loving and feeling loved. Especially when you know that somebody misses you. That's what happens when you start looking at nudes on your phone when you're trying to cross the street, man. You gotta be careful. What happened? Where is everything? Calm down. You've merely turned a page in your life. A whole new chapter is awaiting you. But I need to go home. Can I go home? There's always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home's a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means that you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you've got to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Jerry. He's going to help you sort everything out. Who? What a strange vision. Alright, what is this nightmare? Alright, let's find Jerry. That would be kind of rough, man, being transplaced into a different location in time without your knowledge and without your approval. It would kind of suck, but then again, I suppose it beats being hit by a car. So we got to dig up this grave right here. So let's go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and dig that up with our bare hands because we're nasty like that. Holy sod! I'm a skull! Are you Jerry? Why would you think that I'm Jerry? A man with a red eye told me that I need to dig up Jerry. A red eye, yeah. I remember that. Oh, sorry, that's right, I am Jerry. How did you find me? The man told me that you'd answer all my questions. Good. But first, let me ask you, who are you and where the sod are we? I must be dreaming. None of this can possibly be real. Oh, yeah, you're the new graveyard keeper. What else do I remember? Let me think here. I remember that sound. We should probably go check it out, huh? Everything's strange and none of this makes sense. I definitely remember that bell. And I think a donkey? Something's very wrong with that animal. I think he might be dangerous. You know, I think it'd be better if I just wait right here. I might scare the poor thing. Alright, donkey. Spit out your wares. Got a fresh corpse from town. Wow, a talking donkey. You can understand me. Let's talk. Who are you? I'm cheap labor. This cart is not mine, so I have to work for capitalist bastard who owns it. And I only earn 5 carrot a day. The situation deeply humiliating. You know where I am coming from, comrade? The bastard pretends that he does not understand anything that I am saying. Anyways, I have to go back to the town. You get rid of this one and I will bring you a new one. What a strange land this is. Hey, stop trying to carry away my dead body. I see you over there trying to drag it off. Please believe, I'm gonna be up in that business. Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. What for? I feel like we should take it down to the morgue. I don't remember exactly why, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun and it might be profitable. Ugh, I'm gonna puke. Let's do it. I could be a mortician. I think I'd be okay with that. Like, I don't think I would struggle with that at all. Like, I think I'd be okay with that job. I don't know. There'd be like a silence to it. Sod, I like this place. It feels like home. Alright, put the body on the autopsy table. Then, what's next? Oh, yeah, you gotta cut some flesh off the corpse. That's gonna be good for starters. What? No way. That's not right. Sure, it's not right. How could I forget? But maybe it's because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where you are? Is it right that I'm a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut the sod up and do what I tell you. You promise you'll tell me how to get home? You just need to trade the meat in the village tavern for a beer. Talking skulls never lie. Then you bring the beer to me, Oh, I thought there was going to be a second half of that sentence, so my inflection was off. Damn it, this is what happens when I voice act. I can autopsy this guy. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Like, autopsying the corpses... Maybe I have to, though, for the tutorial. So basically, the rough way that this works is you autopsy bodies, but the more parts you cut off the body, the less value the body has. So when it goes into the graveyard, it devalues your graveyard so that you make less money when you go to church functions and things like that. So, like, I personally wouldn't really recommend it. You've unlocked a new technology, and you've got the ability to make baked meat, create sandwiches, and create burgers. It's disgusting. You'll get used to it. So what should I do with the corpse? I don't know. Probably bury it. Take the corpse. I'll wait for you in a graveyard. I like how he just, like, teleports out of here like he doesn't care. I still have never been able to quite figure out the skull system. Like, I played this game for, like, 15 hours, and the skull system's kind of weird. Like, sometimes the body's grade is determined by how many skulls it has on it when you put it on the autopsy table. But, like, sometimes it doesn't work that simply. Let's go ahead and bury it. Alright, so we gotta go over here. Oh, I got a free shovel, too. Nice. Okay, so now that we've got a free shot... Oh, I got, like, all kinds of free tools in here. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and grab all that real quick. I don't think we're going to need anything else right there. And then on this side, we got to make a gravesite. So I'm going to put the grave right over there. And honestly, we're going to fix this grave up a little bit later. We're going to exhume bodies and stuff like that. So we only want the highest quality bodies in our graveyard so that our graveyard renown goes up. And once it becomes, like, a super renowned graveyard, we make a lot more money. But for right now, we've just got to put trash corpses in here. And it is what it is. We'll probably end up with a minus on this one. Nicely done. This burial certificate. I remember money and alcohol. Alcohol. I think I used to like that a lot. So, here comes the bishop. He's your boss. Yep, here comes Big Boss Bodie Bodie. Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should probably know something about it. I better leave now. I'm gonna be in the morgue waiting for my beer. Dear me, I'm so tired. Why do I have to come here every week? So how much did our grave end up being worth? Oh, they haven't even put the markers on any of the graves yet. We're still in the beginning part of the game. Keeper, there you are. Oh, they changed it. He used to go Bodie, 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 Bodie. They changed it around. Now he makes a different sound. I liked it when he went Bodie, 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 Bodie. That was like my favorite thing. He kind of does. There's no way out. I'm promoting you to cleric. Oh, there's no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix the graveyard. So basically what we want, we've got wooden markers right there. As soon as your graveyard quality is 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. And that's when we can start doing sermons. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every Sunday. Maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? Why is it that you come here? It's part of my duty, the unpleasant part. It's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his might and glory. I have one tiny question. What is this certificate right here? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. Okay. And I haven't fixed that yet. So we've got a whole bunch of sticks and logs and other things that we can make now. As we do various tasks, we'll get little points of varying colors. The colors represent like crafting, harvesting, and the supernatural. So you've got crafting, harvesting, and the supernatural are basically all of those things. The last time I played the game, actually, I'm kind of curious with the skill list. Is it all filled out now? Yeah, it is. Okay, the last time I played this game, there was like the hard limiter right here where it was like this not available in early access. So I'm pretty excited about the prospects of playing the game a little. Let's go ahead and I got to chop down some of these bushes over here. And go ahead and get her done real fast. That'll give us some wooden sticks. It'll also take the quality of our graveyard up. For the moment, it's going to be a little bit rough. We're not going to have a lot of energy for the beginning part of the game. As we get further in, we'll have access to like resources and like sandwiches and stuff like that that'll allow us to restore our energy like midway through the day, just like in Stardew Valley. But for right now, there's going to be a lot of days where we just kind of pass time because we run out of energy. So we ended up with like 4 and 5 points. Not bad. With all this stuff here, that'll get us down to like 21. And then we can fix up some of these graves. Like, these graves are not in great shape, though. I mean, it'd be much better if we just dug them all up, got rid of all the bodies, and started fresh. I did that in my stream playthrough in early access, and I ended up having, like, prestige of, like, 40 or 50 inside my graveyard pretty early on in the game, and it allowed me to make a lot of money really, really early on into the process, and it saved me a lot of trouble. This is where we're going to plant our crops a little bit later. We're not going to be able to do that right now, obviously, but later on in the game. Oh, you need a technology for that? Can I get the technology right now? How do I get the berry harvesting technology? Where is that at? So we've got Meat Fiesta. Actually, nothing's unlocked. So these technologies right here, once you get to certain parts of the storyline, or once you accomplish certain feats, they'll become unlocked. And so once you've chopped down like 2 or 3 trees, it'll give you the recipe for like berry harvesting. And once you've knocked down some rocks, it'll give you the recipe so that you can start doing ore crafting and stuff like that. And then there's like slightly more esoteric stuff further on into the game. So once you get like deeper on in, you start learning like the secrets of magic and dissecting bodies and necromancy and stuff like that. But those things are like connected to the storyline and much more difficult to get for yourself. So keep that in mind as you're going on in. We'll go to the inn for right now, and we'll go ahead and enter on into here, and we'll ask this guy about the certificate. Welcome. Polo, polo, polo. Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I'm Roderick. Can I help you? I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today, and things have been crazy since then. Sorry. How could I not have recognized you? Good. This is really good. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening up the church? I need to fix the graveyard first. Sure, it's been a while since anybody ever took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? Let's get down to business. How can I help you? I would like to trade you some fresh meat. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal meat stamp on it. I don't have a royal meat stamp. Many years ago, there was an accident with inappropriate meat, and ever since then, all the meat needs to be approved by the royal authority. And I don't need any trouble with the town. Does that meat have a stamp? No. I don't even want to know where you got unauthorized meat, but wow, it really looks good. Without a stamp, though, my hands are tied. Where can I get the stamp? And you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it's going to cost you a bundle. There's another way. I'll tell you because we're neighbors. Come closer. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp, but to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every Woman's Day. I bet she can help you find Snake. Okay. This burial certificate. He told me you would buy it? Yeah, he's right. As the head of the village, according to the ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Of course, it's only if I have any money. Well, what do you mean? The village is going through hard times right now. We're kind of short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims are going to bring lots of shiny coins to the village. He'll actually let you sell the thing right now. Oh, he wanted me to take a letter to Blacksmith Cresvold. All right, where can I find him? The southeastern corner of the village. You need to buy this, like, right now, please. There we go. All better. I need to get a little bit of spending cash just in case. And then my other suggestion. So grape pie gives me it's crafted in an oven. Oh, that's 80. I thought it said 8. I was like, why is that so cheap if it's so good? My mind is blown. We're going to want to buy some bread right now. It's going to make you a lot more effective as you go through the game. Fair heads up, money's going to come and money's going to go in this game. Try not to panic too much about it. Like, money is honestly not that useful. Like, it's useful for some things, but at the end of the day, like, if you don't have any money, don't panic about it. And if you do have money, be sure to spend it freely. I still can't do that right there. I really want to pick up these berries because they're free energy. The blacksmith is down and over here, although this bush is in my way. Alright, time to waste some energy because I'm lazy and I don't want to go around. Let's dig up a bush. I think that's the first time anybody has done landscaping because they're lazy. Hey, what are you staring at? Nothing, I was just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are? Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name is Creswold. Well, here's the letter. I got a letter for you from Roderick. A letter, yeah, of course. 1 minute away and he can't be bothered to come himself. I guess old habits never die. Thank you, and sorry for my nagging. It seems it's my new habit. Slimes again, huh? Roderick has asked me to get rid of them. I don't really have the time for those pesky little green bastards, but maybe you can help me out. Take this rusty sword and an energy potion. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with a whetstone on the grinder right behind me. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need it to repair your shovels sometime. If you manage to kill him, bring me the remains, and I'll give you some spare materials. They should be right up the other side of the house near the puddles. Okay. I need to go over to here, and with the grindstone, I need to take the sword and fix it. So there we go. All nice and shaved up. And then on this side, I've got... I don't think I need to equip that anywhere. I think he automatically equips it. What was the... Yeah, it was the space bar. That's what it is. We got energy potions over here. Those are actually pretty good. And so we've got to go kill some slimes. I actually think they're directly north of his house. I don't think you have to go out into the swamps or anything like that. I don't know what that was busting out. Yeah, they're right here. We'll go ahead and get started on them. Oh, good. They made the combat a lot more intuitive. It feels a lot better. Like, the last time I played the game, the combat was kind of the weakest point of it. But it feels a little bit better now. I mean, obviously, it's not the pinnacle of combat, you know what I mean? We're not playing, like, Batman Arkham Asylum. But at the same time, it's functional now. Whereas before, it was functional and ugly. Now it's functional and functional. So, ta-da! I have defeated the slimes. And so he gave me some simple iron parts. Great job. Take this whetstone. Just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be as good as new. We also got a new technology. We can create green jelly and red jelly. Okay. Where do I find metal ore? I'd like to work with metal myself. Where can I get the ore at? You can find metal ore in the swamp soil. There's a huge swamp to the west across the river. I used to collect ore there before the bridge collapsed. Well, there you go. So now we got the blueprint for the furnace and a bunch of other stuff. We don't have any money or anything right now, so I really don't see the point in hanging out for too long. It is now a woman's day, so I think Miss Charm should be at the bar, I think. Yeah, I think she should be singing in the bar. I don't remember if she does it at this time or if she does it later on tonight. I can't recall if she shows up in the morning or she shows up in the evening. So basically, every single day on the sundial is corresponded with a certain character in this game. So this one right here is for the priest. This one is for Miss Charm. This one right here is for the Inquisitor, I think. This one right here is for Snake. This one right here is for the Merchant, possibly? I don't remember. And then I don't remember who the moon is for. But anyways, every single one of these corresponds to a day that a certain character is available inside the town for whatever their quest is. And you won't see them around or anywhere else. I think the moon is for the philosopher or something like that, or the astrologer. I think that's what it is. I think that's the astrologer's day. And so anyways, if you're on the day that represents a certain character, their quest will be able to advance. And if you miss that, you gotta wait till the next week. Luckily, the days in this game are only like 5 minutes long, so if you miss it, it's only gonna be like a half an hour before you can go back in there again. Or you can just sleep through every single day and do nothing. It's really entirely up to you in the way that you want to play it. But... Psst, come here. Where you been? I was at the village. This place is weird, but it feels real. And everybody's okay with me just appearing out of nowhere. Sarge, you're stealing my thoughts. Stealing. I remember there's a cellar beneath your cottage. Some provisions are probably stored in there. There we go. So now I got it. Wait, exactly. I remember baking bread out of it. And pies and sweet berry pies. There you go. So now we can make some better stuff. Toast, onion toast, and that's good with beer. Sod, you know what I need? I need a beer. This is beginning to feel like a one-sided relationship. Bring me a beer and I'll tell you a lot more important stuff, like how you can get home. Questions? How can I get home? It was rhetorical. Do I look like a magic head with answers? Well, technically, yeah. Sod, you smartass. I'm gonna be waiting for that beer at my place. No beer, no answers. Alright, well, I'll worry about that later then. Now, we can get berries out of the bush over here. And that gives us a little bit more of an energy supply. We can't do anything with the mushrooms for right now. But there are things that we can accomplish inside the realm of our home. And so what I would start doing is, personally, I would recommend you just kind of clear out the area surrounding your base. It's going to do you the best if you do it like that. So let's go through and we'll clear out all these rocks. And like later on, I think we can terraform this by spending a bunch of resources or something like that. If I remember right, we should be able to turn that into like equitable building area. We should probably chop down some trees or something. Might be a decent plan. I don't think we have a lumber mill set up though, do we? I don't know if we have a sawhorse. Yeah, I think we do. We got one right there. We can build another one if we want to, but we can put logs on that. And then whenever we decide to craft, the logs will just be pulled straight off of there. You can consider this like central storage. This guy right here is a place for rocks, if I remember right. But I think that's for... Is it for rocks or is it for slabs? I don't remember. It's for something. Like, it says that it's for rocks, but I remember that being an issue when I played the game last time, is that it said it's for rocks, but there didn't seem to be a lot of way to put rocks on it. I don't recall. I don't think I ever truly derived that, and I think I ultimately ended up just, like, disassembling it and just not caring. Hopefully the donkey doesn't show up with a dead body, because I ain't got no energy left. There we go. I'll just refill all my energy right now. Trust me, there will be plenty of burial certificates. There will be loads of work to get done at one point or another, so don't panic too much. The easiest way I find to do this is by putting the logs out. Oh, I need technology for those? Okay. Well, never mind then. Are you trying to pick flowers right now? What does a flower do? A white flower. Huh. Maybe that has a use later on. For right now, I have my doubts. Oh, you can get the mushrooms too. Nice. I thought you couldn't get the mushrooms, but I guess I can get the edible mushrooms. It's probably a good thing to have. Gather up a little bit more XP right there by picking that up off the ground. And then the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, is you put them in a stack like that, and then you can push them along the ground. And so you can get a big stack of like 8 logs, and you can just put them in a row, and then you just push them all the way back home, at least until they're close enough to the sawhorse that you can just mash them out real quick. There you go. And this thing actually holds like 10 or 11 logs, so make sure you fill it on up. I should probably go around foraging. If I've got the ability to get any new technology. We've got hard spares over here, and we've got soft spares. I would take soft spares first. And so the reason why is that when you take the blood and the fat out of a body in this game, it makes the quality of the body better. So there's different body parts. I don't remember exactly which ones, but some blood and fat, I know for a fact, make the body better so that when it goes into your graveyard, it's well preserved. And then there's other things like taking the eyes, the bones, the marrow, stuff like that are like gambling. Sometimes it makes the body better. Sometimes it makes the body worse. And then there's some things on the body that always make it worse, but those tend to be the most valuable parts that you can sell in town or use for crafting. And so those are the sorts of things that you want to keep in mind while you're aspiring to be a graveyard keeper is like, you know, what parts do I have? What things are working. I mean, there's nothing against you just like dissecting a body and throwing it into the river. The only problem with that is that you don't get paid, so you don't get your $1.50 or whatever it is for disposing of the body. We're out of energy for right now, so I'm gonna go back on inside and we'll nap for the night and get our energy back. You do get more energy back if you sleep at night. If you sleep during the day, you get much less energy back. So that's something to think about. I don't know if they changed it, though. You used to get 5 energy back if you slept at night. Now it looks like you get 3 or 4 energy back, so maybe they changed it around. So refreshed. Oh, that's new. This is not good. Not good at all. Who do you think you are? I'm the new graveyard keeper. Hooray, a kipper! Now, I've been here for... how long? I'm Yorick. Alas, King Yorick! I'm so lonely. Poor me. It's too bad that you're here. Wait, no. On the contrary, I'm very glad to see you. But we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. We'd really like to have a new neighbor instead. That sound like something you can help us with? I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, to be honest. Jerry only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick and he's Jerry. Funny. Ah, the half-dead skull. That jealous bastard. He can only dream of what a peaceful rest we're having. Oh, am I kidding? It's terrible here, especially that guy down in the lower right corner grave. He's so mean. Could you just get rid of him? Just like dig him up and throw him in the river. I can even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. You're such a dummy. It's the license to dig up a corpse. You need a license. The old keeper used to buy them at the mailbox near the church. Yeah, so if you want to exhume a body, you gotta have the paperwork done. You gotta go to the Department of Motor Vehicles and get yourself the proper paperwork, because you know the government gotta have its fingers in everything. Like, what kind of free world are we living in right now where I, a free member and a citizen of a free nation, can't dig up somebody else's dead body and throw it in a river? I know, the travesty. But, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yep, we're going to exhume this guy. I'll throw him in the river. Hopefully we get some kind of bonus for it. There we go. I'll take that, and then we'll throw him in the river! Yo, that body's in really good shape. Let's chop it up first before we throw it in the river. Hold on. Like, there's utility to be had here. I'm a pragmatist, if nothing... Hey. I'm a pragmatist, if nothing else. And I'm being very, very pragmatic right now. I want the blood... And then after I get the bloot, I want the fat. Because this is free XP right now. We can't just walk away from this. This is the good stuff right now. Like, this is the stuff we want to hold on to. And then I can make sandwich meat out of the human body. And then I can eat it. There we go. So we'll take... This is a really high-quality body. This is like a weirdly high-quality body. Hold on. If I put him back in there, what happens? I'm kind of worried I'm going to need another license to take him out if I put him in there, so maybe I won't. But you can always take people down to the river and just be like, bye. What do you think you're doing here? Ghost told me to get rid of this body. So what, now you're just going to do everything that he asks? It's not like he can do anything to you. He's disembodied. whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course, I'd never do anything like that because we're friends, but you get my point, right? Anyways, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. Okay, how can I do that? You know what? You're one of those guys that looks a lot smarter than they actually are. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about. You need some fire and some wood. It's gonna be a bit tricky to make the whole thing burn to ash. Alright, where can I burn it? You need a nice quiet place, like the place I use for my meditation. Cross the road from the mortuary entrance near the cliff. You know where the river leads? The river, I think down to the town, I think. There's a bunch of new stuff. Like, even in this first episode, we've had a whole bunch of conversations that were not in the early access version. Pretty excited to see where this goes. But we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for Graveyard Keeper. We're going to be playing this one quite a bit. If you wanted to see it live, I'll be live today on Twitch TV/Splattercat Gaming at 3 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time, so you can catch it there. But other than that, like the video if you liked it. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me in the world of indie games for just a little bit more time. How you doing? I'll see you all later, everybody.